Hello everyone, my name is Josh and welcome back to my channel on Campus Adventures. So today's video is going to depart a little bit from my normal format. I'm actually going to head up into the mountains because there's a winter storm and we're going to go ahead and camp out in it and hopefully later tonight make some delicious food. So why don't you join me? So currently I'm on Highway 243 and we're heading towards Idyllwild. I've camped up in this area before, but it's been actually a couple years. I made a video where I camped up at the Black Mountain Yellow Post sites, and I will link that in the card so that way if anybody's interested you can watch it. But there's a lot more up here that I haven't quite explored, and I kind of felt like this was a good opportunity to do so. Plus, you know, I kind of think that with the weather, you know, a nice moody, rainy, possibly snowy day like this, I think it would make for a good video. But first, we're going to stop at a lake that's up in the area, and we'll walk around there and see what it looks like. It's really quite relaxing out here today. I've been out here during summer before. I've tried to fish out here, usually without any luck, but it usually gets pretty crowded though. So I really do like this. Very serene. Looks like there was a bridge over here and a tree fell on it and demolished it. Guess this is where the inlet for the lake is. What a beautiful place. It's starting to get a little bit chillier, and it seems like maybe the storm is starting to move in a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and head back to the truck, and we'll get to where we're going to stay for the night. Oh, the gate's open. That's good news. isn't too bad. So if the yellow posts are open, then that might be a good opportunity. Definitely a different experience coming up here during winter, though. Looks like we're currently at about 6,000 feet. I think the yellow posts are around 7,500. So the road isn't really too bad, but this is kind of what I'm contending with. You got snow melt and rain that's washing out part of the road. Makes it kind of rough. Like this section isn't too bad, but as you can see up there, kind of in the middle of the road, it's eroded. You know, seeing these downed trees kind of reminds me that I need to buy a battery-powered chainsaw, because you never know when coming up on these roads what will happen, especially during weather. Alright, so I think I figured out where I'm going to stay for the night, and it's basically right off the trail here. I tried going all the way up to the yellow post sites, but unfortunately it was too snowed in. There's a gentleman with his family up there in a Jeep, and they were playing in the snow, and he was telling me that he tried going further, but even with him having in a Jeep with lockers, he was just bouncing around, so he wasn't able to make it up further than where he was. So I decided to just end up backtracking, and I think the site is probably pretty decent. I'm going to move my truck over because right now I'm actually parked in some snow, and I don't want to be like, if I have to jump out of the back, getting into the snow. But I think if I come back this way, I think it will work out. Ooh. A little chilly out there. Alright, so I think I got myself pretty well situated here. I have some drinks and some food and stuff over here. And I have my butane stove, a tea kettle, water over here with my clothes. Down there I got 2 battery banks and my cooler here. And then I also have this. This is a 3-quart Instant Pot Duo, and I'm going to try using that tonight for my dinner. And I think that's pretty much everything. I think I'm pretty well situated, and I'm just going to have to hunker down for the night. I'm actually quite comfortable in here right now. We'll see how it ends up working out tonight. I think it's like 35 degrees out now, so I'm guessing it's probably going to get into the upper 20s overnight. So for tonight's dinner, we're going to be using my 3-quart Instant Pot, and we're going to be making some chicken and broccoli with a teriyaki sauce and some rice. So I pretty much already have everything pre-prepared. So I have the chicken already cubed, the sauce already made. I also amended the recipe to add some peppers to it, and of course the broccoli. So before I start, I'm going to actually saute the peppers. So I have it on, yeah. So I just turned the Instant Pot on to saute, and that's currently on. I'm going to go ahead and add my peppers in first. This will help bring out some of the flavor of the peppers a little bit more. So after sauteing the peppers, I went ahead and I added the chicken and the soy sauce mixture I already made. The soy sauce mixture has, let's see, it's soy sauce, water, brown sugar, and sesame oil. And there's also ginger in there too. So, I was having some trouble running the Instant Pot on my EcoFlow Max. And what was happening is when the Instant Pot would turn on and would do the initial heat up, it was tripping the battery bank. So I had to connect to the battery bank with my phone, and there's a override on it called X-Boost that allows you to basically exceed the wattage limits temporarily. So it looks like it's actually working now, thankfully. Like, I was worried I wasn't going to have anything for dinner now. But when it's running, it looks like the battery bank is telling me that the pressure cooker is taking like 594 watts. So, a little less than 600 watts. But when I first turned it on, the initial wattage surge was like closer to 700 watts and it tripped it. So thankfully it's finally cooking, and hopefully everything turns out okay. Well, now I'm gonna have a lot of moisture in here. Oh well. I'd say that looks pretty good. Well, good morning, everyone. It's almost 6 a.m. and I decided I'm just gonna get up and get out of here a little bit earlier than anticipated. It was a bitterly cold night last night. From what I saw, it got down to probably like around 27 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was very chilly. And unfortunately, because of the way I was parked, my truck was not flat, so it was not 100% comfortable last night. I ended up like rolling to one side. Trying to reposition myself was a struggle, so it wasn't really the best night's sleep. The upside, though, is my battery bank lasted throughout the night with the electric blanket, so I didn't really have any problems staying warm. It was just trying to maintain comfort level was a problem. So right now I have my truck going and it's heating up. My windows are all frosted up. In fact, when I got out this morning, I had a little bit of a problem opening the tailgate because there was just like the mist overnight being blown up the mountain just froze against the tailgate and it like sealed it. So it took a couple of tries to nudge it open, but so once I warm up a bit in here and my windows are clear and I can actually see everything, then I'm gonna go ahead and head back down the trail. But so I'm probably gonna do more of these kind of local camping videos. The reason being is, as much as I love doing the abandoned exploration content, I'm running out of stuff that's local, and it just costs me a lot to go out and, in terms of fuel and trying to plan those kind of longer trips. So, probably this year you're going to see me do more camping videos in like the local national forests in my area, and probably some like BLM camping and that kind of stuff. Just gonna double check to make sure that everything on the shell is closed up. Yeah, it looks good. See how icy it got? Really beautiful up here in winter. But damn, it's cold. Okay, so my windows are finally defrosted, so let's go ahead and head down the trail and get out of here. Now, just to make sure everything looks okay out there before I get on the highway. I was hearing some suspension squeaking earlier, so I don't know if one of my shocks froze up or something, or what the deal is. Yeah, I guess everything looks alright. Still need a good wash when the weather clears up, though. So I guess with that, this adventure's over. So until next time, thanks for watching.